Yo, what's going on? We have a short episode for you guys today. Just talk about Sweet 16. We got games coming up. March Madness has been heating up. It's been a ride. So Rob, how has this March Madness been for you so far?
It's been good. It's been good. But I've seen more exciting ones.
Okay.
That run that Loyola had a few years back.
Oh, that was one of the best.
That was so hype.
That was
so hype because they were complete underdogs going into the Final Four.
Yeah. Round 1 and round 2 are done. Bro, round 1. What'd you think about it? Had a lot of upsets.
A lot of upsets. Too many upsets. Round 2, you know what? Round 2 was kind of expected.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Is round 2, all the better teams
were dominant.
We took the win. A few close teams, a few close games, were there, but majority of them were blowouts.
Yeah.
You know, I like 10 points plus.
Yep, that's literally what I wrote down. All these blowouts
10 points plus. Do you think that trend is going to follow where we're seeing blowouts, or do you expect it to be a little bit tighter?
I expect tighter games. These are the 16 top teams right now. These are the best teams playing basketball right now. UConn against Northwestern.
UConn scares me.
UConn is dangerous.
UConn scares me.
Yep. 75-58 against Northwestern. Easy win for them.
Easy win. Bro, Northwestern was non-existent. I was a little naive in this one. I thought Northwestern was going to put up more of a fight. But UConn just, bro, that game showed me how dominant UConn is. Mm-hmm. You know, I really see them blowing out San Diego State.
Oh, I think so.
I really see them blowing out because, Northwestern had a pretty impressive first round. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought I was like, all right, this is a very capable team, but nah.
No, yeah. UConn just put them right back down.
Yeah, no, UConn humbled them.
Then we had saying San Diego State against UConn. San Diego did take over Yale. Easy win again for them.
It was an easy win. You know, Yale was already coming in as an underdog. They had an upset win.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't expect them to even go to the second round. So, San Diego did have a little bit of an easier route coming up here.
This was the final last year. The final was San Diego against UConn.
That's right. So it's a bit of a rematch.
It's a bit of a rematch. It's a vengeance game for San Diego. I'm still taking UConn though.
I'm still taking UConn too because if you think about it, UConn has just had this route of dominance. Just pure dominance. And I know there is going to be some vengeance in there, but I just don't think they're capable of handling.
It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough.
And then we had Duquesne against Illinois, your boys, and then we had Washington State against Iowa State. Illinois with the easy win, 89-63.
Easy win. I remember the game wasn't even over, and you texted me, bro, it's Iowa versus Illinois.
Yeah, but it was like second half. I was like, bro, it's over.
It's over.
And then we had Iowa State take over Washington State. So now we got Illinois against Iowa State. Dude, I'm excited for this game. I cannot wait. I'm almost about to call off of work this Thursday.
It's so interesting because this is a match where we're looking at the champion of the Big Ten, the champion of the Big 12. They already have a trophy in their respective leagues, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And they're pretty close in record. Not that matters. They've had a pretty dominant run so far, so this is going to be a pretty close game. I don't see a blowout in this.
No, it's going to be tough. Again, we got Illinois with their explosive offense. Again, one of the best defenses in the league, right? So I want to see what happens if Illinois does come out and play like they do and just take over Iowa State, or Iowa State continues their dominance and goes to the Elite Eight.
Oh, man, let's see.
And then we have North Carolina over Michigan State. We did call the blowout. Easy win, 85-69. And then we had Grand Canyon against Alabama. This game was interesting because everybody had this game as a plus on Grand Canyon, right? Everyone thought it was going to be a closer game. It wasn't that bad, 61-72, but they still won by 11 points. So now we have North Carolina against Alabama.
I'm riding with North Carolina.
Yeah, they're just such a dominant team as well. They've got it. Alabama's a good team, but I feel like I can see their weaknesses, and they show weakness. They struggle with some of these games, so I can definitely see North Carolina just come out and do what they do best.
Yeah, this is just people are going to win with this one because a lot of people have North Carolina taking it all.
Yeah.
So I see North Carolina going into the Elite Eight.
And then we had upset Clemson against Baylor. Clemson took this win 72-64. Easy win for them. Was a huge upset for Baylor, which was kind of great. I was rooting for Clemson over Baylor anyways. And then we had Dayton against Arizona.
Right.
10-point game. Right? So it was actually closer than it should have. It's actually close. So now we have Clemson against Arizona. I'm taking Clemson.
I knew you were taking Clemson.
I'm taking Clemson. They're good. You know, they are good. They proved themselves. They took out Baylor, which was a favorite. They were underdogs and they took them down. I can see them lock down Arizona.
I could see that too. I'll go with Clemson as well. Let's see who comes out on top.
I think they are on a great run. They're going to keep that momentum rolling. Arizona's been struggling a little bit. Yeah, they're winning, but they're struggling. I feel like they're not, like I told you before, they're not the Arizona that was this season where they were dominant and they were, beating teams bad. Right. Houston against Texas A&M. That was a game, dude. That was
the best game so far.
That was probably the best game I saw.
High scoring, close calls. I love it.
Overtime, 100-95. Highest scoring game of the day, probably of the tournament. And then we had James Madison against Duke. This game was funny to me. Everybody had money on James Madison to cover the spread.
I wonder why.
To cover the spread of plus 7.5. They got blown 93-55.
Dude.
Duke took out their B squad and still beat them. It was just crazy out there.
It's just, I hate to see someone win so well in the first round and then the second round just absolutely blow it.
Yeah, they get embarrassed.
That's James Madison for you.
Yep, they got embarrassed. They couldn't even score 60 points. Yeah. So now we have Houston against Duke. Now this is going to be a great game. Who are you going for?
I got Duke on this one.
I
Obviously.
got Duke as well.
I got Duke on this one.
Duke on offense they're just great. They know what they're doing. They got answers, like you told me earlier. They got answers. Houston's good. Obviously they're number one, but they're just struggling on offense. They've been struggling on offense lately. Yeah, they had a high scoring game before, but the week before they were again super low scoring.
That's right.
So I want to see what Duke's offense does against Houston's defense. I want to see if they do cook over them and get this win. But I'm taking Duke. Then we had NC State against Oakland. This game was goofy too because everybody had Oakland. They came off that huge win against Kentucky. Easier win for NC State than we thought, 79-73. And then we had Colorado against Marquette.
I had Marquette from the start.
Yeah, I think we had Marquette for that, 81-77. So they got that win. Colorado did cover the spread, so I know people made money off of that. So NC State against Marquette.
I'm gonna go with Marquette on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with NC State. I like the way they've been playing ball lately, especially in the tournament. They've been good. They look good.
I'm gonna go with Marquette. I know NC State has had some success in the past and in their regular season, but it's time for it to end. It's time for it to end.
It could happen. It's over. Marquette could play like Marquette's been doing all year, obviously playing well. But NC State could still be that last seed.
I swear.
They are the last ranked team.
They're the last ranked. It's done. It's over. I don't want to hear any more stories. Marquette is taking it.
Purdue against Utah State, 106-67. But this game was a sleeper.
Yeah, that game was. Yeah, that game was too easy. So Purdue is finally getting some competition right now.
Yep. So we had Gonzaga against Kansas. Gonzaga came out and just played 89-68. Now we got Purdue against Gonzaga. I want to watch this game. I'm off on Friday. I'm getting drunk for this game. What do you think, dude?
Oh, man. I don't know how this is going to play out. I have Purdue. I'm biased because Big Ten. I have Purdue taking it for the win. Obviously not easy, but I do having them, stretching out the W.
Yeah, I'm really scared for this game because I know Gonzaga can play ball. They're good. They just destroyed Kansas. But Kansas has been a weaker team. They have some injuries going on right now. Mm-hmm. But Purdue is they're good, bro.
They are good, but you know what? I've seen them lose to worse teams.
Yeah, they lost to Wisconsin.
I don't know how. But it's happened. So we'll see if that Purdue comes out to play or if the old-fashioned dominant Purdue comes out to play.
So we're taking Purdue on this one. We had Oregon against Creighton. I think we had Oregon for that game, right?
We did, yeah.
So we took that L. But Creighton came out the better team, did their thing. Then we had Texas against Tennessee. This was a good game. It was tight. It was very low scoring, though. 58-62. Tennessee did come out on top. Yep. So now we have Creighton against Tennessee.
I'm going to bet against Creighton again and say that Tennessee is going to come out with the win.
I'm going to agree with you, too. I think Tennessee plays better basketball. They got a great defense.
They're a better team, honestly.
They're just a better team overall.
That's what I think. I mean, we'll see how this Sweet 16 turns out, but I'm excited to see what these elite teams are. These elite 8.
Yeah, we're gonna find out the final 8 teams after this weekend. We got Thursday and Friday games. So those are our picks for this week, and let's get it. I'm excited, dude. I cannot wait.
Dude, it's gonna be fun.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this quick episode. We'll be live again this weekend. We'll see you guys soon.